go through here. What can I tell you about your guides? And sweetie, you're going to have more than one guide, so just be aware. And you can call them whatever you want. It's like a rose by any other name, right? All right. I'm getting Bina. Bina, as in the tree of life. Bina, B-I-N-A-H. Bina. Then we're getting Desiree. And one more. Mapulta. Now Mapulta, it says new faith, guide, and renewal. She who guides. I think we gotta really... That's a weird name. You call her whatever you want. Then we've got Desiree, she who yearns long for, pines for. This is more in relation to you. Mapulta's coming through more as the guide. The name Bina is like somebody that's running things in charge. And then Hannah, she who listens, understands. You've got, I don't know who the Marsha is. Mapulta is the energy. And also this Hannah is the energy of the guides. Bina's coming through as like she's orchestrating and in charge of things. Desiree is coming through as your energy. And let's see what's going on. You need to learn about what it is that you're longing for, what it's taking you towards, what are these things that you want besides just the guides and the guidance and the answers on a platter, which we would all like. There's something about what you're yearning for, what your heart wants to do, and what is bringing you towards that you need to pay more attention to.
Yep, that I do know.
So this is called the She Who, or the El Cree deck. So did you show her each of these? Okay. Not these?
Not the Hannah.
Hannah's a beautiful name. All right. It's more the energy from those cards that we need to pay attention to. But what is she looking for? Okay, so sweetie, we're doing something interesting with your read. It's going like almost like a rainbow arc, but it's going like this, and then it's catching something else. So we're going this way, and then a little bit underneath. So there is something going on. There's an overarching and then an under-reaching type of energy. So we'll start here. Okay. This is something about don't pursue. You can be aware and receptive without pursuing. Don't try and make it form into a certain box or look a certain way. That's a square peg round hole kind of thing. You don't do it that way. And you're going to do it a lot easier, a lot smoother, a lot simpler. Strength is coming through. And this is coming through almost like the winged lion. It's not her that has the wings here. This looks like a winged lion to me coming in. Strength. This is angelic heralding of courage that's needed and required to go forward and move past something. This is something in the past. There's a friendship energy going forward. This isn't the rose-colored glasses. This is the lighter, more trusting, faithful young child you that's being required and asked up. Young child didn't ask questions. They were just like, okay. And I'm not saying it's wrong to ask questions, but they took things with a little bit of higher dose of faith and trust in the universe that it was going to be fine. If your mom said, go out and play, you go out and play. You'd find something to do, right? There's something that the way the children engage in the world with faith, with trust in this energy that wants to come forward. So follow the nudge whenever you get that. When you get the playful nudge, when you get the nudge that just requires a little bit of extra trust, go to that. That doesn't mean doubt your instincts. Something feels sketch, you trust that it feels sketch and get the fuck out of there. But if something feels like, oh, that's curious, I gotta see that. That sounds fun. Or I wouldn't normally do that. That sounds kind of like an interesting. Let's go check that. Curiosity needs to lead the mind instead of force. Yes. Curiosity needs to lead the mind. Be receptive like the Queen of Wands. Your mojo is coming in here. Ooh. To thine own self be true coming through with the Judgment card. These are so gorgeous. This is the calendar tarot. Show her this one. This is gorgeous. If you find that you feel spiritually connected, whether you're in the garden or in a painting shop or in a bakery, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They are all churches to the Creator. Everything that's here, not just only churches are sacred ground, not just cemeteries and reverend spaces that the world would say is sacred ground is sacred ground. It's all sacred ground. We all carry the God force, the creative force within us, and everything is sacred. Everything is sacred. So if you go and you find your joy in the bakery or in the painting shop or in the garden, wherever it is, go to that place where you get spiritually connected. It's going to help you most. If that's a library, it's a library. Wherever it is, you need to be going there and be receptive to be there. Four of Pentacles. Don't hold so tightly to what you think it is. Again, I'm getting that square peg, round hole. Don't be greedy for information. Be receptive for information. Be receptive for the lessons. Be receptive. You'll find them walking along. What? Something about weird rocks, and I'm not talking about crystals and stone and selenite and amethyst. I'm talking about common rocks. Common rocks, everyday common rocks. You're going to start seeing them. You might see heart-shaped stones, which is a weird thing, but yeah, sometimes they come through like that. They'll look at first maybe like a little bit of a weird L, but you'll see the heart-shaped stones coming in. Look for the weird rocks, the weird ones that just draw you to them. Pick them up, put them in your pocket. Monument builders coming through. What is that about? Yeah, like if you went walking every day and found a rock every day, I'd be surprised. But if you went walking every day and found a rock a few times a week, I would not be surprised right now. Something about the fire of the basilisk coming through too. The basilisk is like a little bit of a lava walker. Walks the lava rocks, a little bit of a dragon energy. This is the inspired Queen of Wands energy to go out among the rocks. She sits and is very receptive. That doesn't mean that's all she does or all she's capable of doing. She knows when to sit and she knows when to hunt. Very inspired and very territorial. She knows her territory. She knows where to walk. This is very interesting coming through for you. Then we have the Seven of Cups coming through. Illusions and delusions. When it looks like it's not making sense to you, you got the wrong glasses on. If I were to grab Phil's reader's glasses instead of my glasses, I would be screwed in about 5 seconds flat. So when you're looking and it's confusion and cloudy, you're looking through the wrong lenses. Step back, let go of whatever it is. Reassess, get grounded, know what's going on. Find the rock. Okay. The guides want you looking and understanding, and it doesn't have to be so like angelic herald and boom right in front of you all the time. Okay, this gesture's coming through. It's like they're trying to coax you along, make it digestible, coax you along. You don't start a baby on a Thanksgiving dinner. You start a baby on baby food, right? So what they're saying is they're coaxing you along with information and downloads. They're going to give you small pieces first, then more, and then more, and then more. You're growing into something, and it's not like it's wrong to want to be able to grow into things, but take a little at a time. Get the signs. If you want a sign from the universe, ask for a sign and expect it. Don't keep doubting it. Expect it.
Sure, but that makes so much sense.
Okay, what else we got? Why do these want to come out? I don't know, but they do. So let's see what we got. Oh, these are supposed to go like this. Okay, so you got to get your head out of the clouds and choose to focus on one thing. For right now, I'm telling you, focus on the goofy damn rocks. I don't know why, but the goofy damn rocks. And it doesn't mean that you're going to always be looking at the ground anyway, but sometimes you are.
But yeah, that part, the doubting.
Yeah, that's why they're not telling you to look for birds, because you're looking down more of the time, you're doubting more of the time. You're going to be looking for that. You're going to be looking for the rocks. Also look for unusual things that are, like these are the coins, these are the pinnacles, and I would be looking for that. Look for the coins. Look for like the pennies from the sky. Look for, like, why do you keep finding a quarter on the carpet when you know that you don't have money, floating around this loose change? Why do you keep finding loose change here and there? I'd be looking for that. Look for those simple signs to start with. It's important for you. 10 of Wands. This is something you're carrying a burden way too heavy. It's part of the reason you're looking down. You need to let some of the burden of the responsibility or the work of the thing be put down and bring the joy back into it. 5 of Wands wants to come through. There's competing energies all around, all the time. For the best and highest good, you need to be looking for a sign from your guides. Call them what you will. If these names don't suit, then, I don't care if you call them Metatron and Michael Ted. They don't care either. They're going to know who you mean. So if it's Guardian Angel Ted, if it's Marsha, if it's whoever it is, whatever it is that comes through, you have that name set and you stick to that until something else comes through that tells you differently. And if you stick to that name because you like that name your whole entire life, then stick to that name. They're not going to have any problem with it. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. The competing energy is there. They want you to do some independent seeking. They want you to send something out as if to say, show me a sign, and then you to understand it when it comes back to you and returns to you. Now, what else we got? Between these two 7 of Cups, I want to see. They want you to start building your muscles on this. Yeah. And it's going to take some repetitions. It's like I'm getting the gym, when somebody's a gym rat and they're just pumping iron or they're doing the leg curls or whatever they're doing, gym equipment. But it's like that's what you're doing. You're being asked to do, to see the beauty and write it down. Write it down, write it down, write it down. Yeah, this is how you're doing transformation and death. You're letting go of doubt. You're letting go of the old things that whisper that you can't do something. And it feels like you're, in some regard, still in the cocoon and staying plenty warm. Like, when it's so cold outside you don't want to get out of bed. You need to get out of bed.
Yep, building muscle memory spiritually.
Yes. You need to get out of bed. You need to get out of what you're thinking is going to be, and just ask the universe today, looking for a sign, or send me a sign, send me a rock, send me a coin, whatever, or send me a surprise, something for the highest good. So what I expect to see or better. Don't limit yourself to what, comes through in this tarot reading or that tarot reading. You might get something that is a clear confirmation that's something that nobody else has ever told you, and it's like you know it to your bones. High Priestess energy, yeah. This is what's coming through for you, honey. The liminal space. Now, this was described as a metaphor somewhere on TikTok. Somebody was comparing the airport to the liminal space, and I thought that was genius. And the High Priestess sits at the liminal space. She sits at the gate, the veil, whatever it is, between the known and the unknown. When you're at the airport, you're waiting for your flight. You know that you're in travel. You're no longer at where you were at home. You're not at the destination. You're in this liminal space. View it like an exploration of an airport. View it like more adventure, and you'll be more receptive, and you'll see these things. The Way of the Chiromancer. Chiromancy is the name of the book, and it even describes some adventures where things in airports transpire, and it's really interesting. But that's a great one, and that's a good way for you to start kind of dialing in. So that's what I've got for you. Anything else? No. Allow yourself to be comfortable in the liminal space. Allow the unknown to get a little more comfortable for you, because we have such limited knowledge. If we keep it confined to our limitation of what we think we understand, we're going to shortchange ourselves sometime. So that's what I got. That's complete. That's gorgeous. I love that for you. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, that's great. And this is the Calandra Tarot, and it's beautiful, as you can see. Absolutely a stunner. Beautiful. All right, that's what I got.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And she said, wow, thank you so very much.
You're welcome. You are welcome.
All right, and Jack is here. She said hi.
Hey, Jack. Good to see you. All right.
And she put, it's a gorgeous deck.
It is. And I inked it so we could have it, like, tell the difference. But, oh, my gosh, it is absolutely beautiful. Stunner of a deck. Yeah. Stunner. It's a stunner. You should see the faces my husband is making. Like, he's over on the side. Just because he wants me to do that for you. So here you go. This one's for Phil. There you go.
Really?
Really? Do you need another one?
Jeez, all right, we get it.
All right, we get it.
Jack loves the shirt.
Thank you. All right, it's his shirt, but I raid his closet all the time. You guys know.
We are clear. List is
clear,
clear,
Ange.
Ange.
Do a collective, right?
Sure, do a collective.
Okay, we're going to the Good Karma Tarot for the collective. What do we need to know? Okay, you guys are getting this from all around, and if you haven't got this before, you haven't been listening, so open up your ears. It is time to pay attention to your community, whether it's the tarot community, online community, or those that are around you. It's time to pay attention to the community. We get this at this time of the year normally, just because it's Christmas. Look out for your fellow man, blah, 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 blah. So you do what is good for your higher self, but you also need to pay attention to building community and loving each other also. There's a lot of hurt and harm that has been recently experienced on the planet due to the Pluto return and the retrogrades and all that shit. But you don't have to concern yourself with so much of this. There needs to be more of the lift going on, and it's a big ask. The light workers that are doing the things need to keep doing the things. It's a big ask to know the shadow side, know when somebody's been a schmuck, and love them anyway. It's easy to love people when they're being good. It's easy to love people when they're not in asshole mode. I'm not the easiest to love when I'm in an asshole mode, but that's the ask. That's the lift required. Okay, what else do we need to know? Do the work, do the work, do the work. Gox is showing me something about his fire, and there's a whole stack of firewood he was chopping the other day. And his fire has burnt down quite a bit, and he's actually in the distance. He's not as close up front on the scene. He's in the distance. Somebody needs to tend to the fire when other people can't. So this is what's going on. We are being asked to look for the need of our fellow man, stand our ground, stand firmly, look out for each other. There's 6 weeks of weird perspective going on. It's not going to shift for a little bit right now, but there's 6 weeks of weird perspective. There's a gift that's been given that doesn't feel like a gift. It feels like it's something small. We're needing to stand our ground, hold our ground, and for a lot of us, it's like, really, we have to hang on. They say, yeah, when you get to the end of the rope, tie a knot and hang on. That's this. That's all of this right now. And it's like really aggravating. This side coming through the other side. The choices that are there, the options that are there, the ending that is there, and the new perspective that will come through. Some of us are getting this a little bit early, so it feels frustrating. It's like, sometimes it's, I thought we were better than that, or I thought they were better than that, I thought they could do better than that. You overestimate or you give this expectation for somebody. Love them anyway, but let them have their lesson, let them have their learning. You have lessons to grow into also. Sometimes it requires patience with others in the community. Sometimes people are going to be asinine or ask stupid questions or act in a way that is small or small-minded. It doesn't mean that that's the time for us to judge harshly or be dicks. It doesn't mean that that's the time for us to be extra judgy. No. You do what you need to do in the sense of boundaries and whatnot, but when you can reach out to somebody else, if they're just having a rough day, sometimes it is easier to reach out to the stranger than to give the extra grace to family. You'll know what the requirement is as it comes upon you, especially as we approach the holidays. And if there's boundaries that need to be set, and there needs to, it's like, say somebody's going no contact with somebody, then go no contact with somebody. But extend extra grace all you can in other ways so that doesn't consume you. You don't need your head in the blender. You don't need your head in the spin right now. You need your head in the higher vibration. It doesn't mean spiritually bypass, but allow humanness in others too. Okay, what's the center lesson here? The world is bigger than we're seeing. It's not even about so much that it's their life out there. The world is bigger than we're seeing. We've got a small piece of the puzzle. We've got a very small piece of the puzzle. We don't even have a corner piece. We have a small piece of the puzzle. We have a small piece of this inside thing. We don't have the big picture at all. This Two of Wands is asking us to just understand and just trust the picture is bigger than what we're seeing. The Knight of Coins. Do the work that you know to do. Share the skills that you have. Be on purpose and be intentional about whatever your mission is. And be clear in what that is. Allow your skills to serve your fellow man. Allow your skills to be present and don't diminish your skills. Trust those skills. Allow them to be offered. Two of Swords. One thing is not the same as the other, and your emotional capacity, acuity, skills, intelligence. Your emotional intelligence needs to be employed here because it's not just about logic. The emotional intelligence is being required. You have to set at least one sword down to get the blindfold off, and two makes it even easier. It's time to put some of the swords down. Very interesting. There's a call for peace about a certain thing. So what you've been unsettled about, if you need to like brain dump on the paper or whatever it is, what you've been unsettled about, you need to have a call to peace so you can live with a certain situation and figure out how it is that you can elevate through it. Six of Wands. There's a victory in this, and there's a loss. There's the victory that comes over the loss. One more on this. Listen for clarifier from the second deck. There's something that feels like a loss, but she's not seeing the Two of Cups there. She's not seeing. Maybe she didn't need all 5 of them. What was essential is right here, and it still remains. The song remains the same. Yeah. What is essential still remains. The devil will try and keep you looking away from the Two of Cups. Yeah, you see the Two of Cups in the background here. This deck, don't underestimate. This is a good karma deck. It's cute, but it is a good deck. Okay, so the devil's going to try and keep you not looking at that, to delay it. When it's in reverse, it's often diminished or delayed. The devil's trying to keep you focused on what was lost, what was spilled. Boo-hoo, wow, 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 wow. The devil will keep you stuck there for a long fucking time. And if you're not looking at the Two of Cups, then you can't offer anything more. You won't find yourself in your power. You won't find yourself being territorial and strong and receptive and in your mojo. If you want to be in your mojo, you need to look away from whatever the loss was. Do the work. But you got to pivot. It doesn't mean spiritually bypass. It doesn't mean purple wash. It doesn't mean any of that shit. You got to feel the feels, but then you got to acknowledge that life goes on, motherfuckers. You got to get up, walk, and do something. Take the action. Understand that you're part of the big, big picture, but only part of it. And reach out. Offer something. Serve. What I'm getting is serve. The word is serve. Yeah.
Jack put, that's how I feel now, focused on what's going wrong, not right.
Yeah, the time to focus on what's wrong is necessary, but it doesn't mean stay there forever, forever, forever. What do you want to attract more of, right? And Jack, you and I both know this. What we focus on, we draw more of. We know this. But sometimes it's hard. You stub your toe, and it's hard to not focus on the pain that's immediately there. However, there's other stuff that needs done, other work that needs done, other things that need to be offered. And it is the time where we need to bring our offerings like a cornucopia to the table of mankind. You need to offer it, whatever it is. You need to bring forward your highest self as often as you can, and that's not an easy task, especially if you feel like you didn't accidentally stub your toe, but somebody keeps stomping on it, you know? So that motherfucker needs pushed away, and you need to be able to do what you need to do, to not have the motherfucker that stomps on your toe keep injuring and hurting. So you need to focus on the work where you can help, what you can do, what you can lift. This is important. Focus on the joy. Focus on what brings you happiness. It may not seem like it fits, but it is. We were listening to Stayin' Alive from the Bee Gees just before the show, and Barry Gibb comes in there with his, you know, and it's like, that, who would put that in a song? But it fits in that song, and it totally works in that song. And that was his offering for that song. And it's like iconic and classic, puts you in a good mood to just even think about it. These are the ways we bring our offering forward. It may not feel like it's that essential, that important. It may not feel like it fits with anything else, but bring it forward, bring it forward, bring it forward. That's complete.
Jack, but it's been hard. Lots of drama with my narcissistic mom being emotionally abusive.
Yeah, don't deal with the narcissistic people because they aren't going to change. Don't expect them to change. Offer what you can or offer your absence. If somebody can't handle your presence because they can't figure it out, then offer your absence, but you offer what it is for people that get you. Offer what it is that people that understand. Put your service where it is valued, and let them have the lessons of the lack of your presence. If that needs to be the case and you boycott Thanksgiving, then do it. But don't be feeling like in guilty hell if that's what you need to do. There are certain times when boundaries need to be set, and those that are comfortable with us not having boundaries are going to not be comfortable when we decide to stand for them. And if you need to stand for them, stand for them. But in the meantime, serve those that get you. Okay.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
And speaking of Jacqueline, she would like able-eyed.
Okay, we'll do it.
And Brandy, I need your question when you get a chance.
Hang on, Jacqueline. All right.
Bring it on, Ange.
Uh-huh. Where's the... Okay. All right. A lot going on for you, sweetie. We've got the Shaman's Dream, the Healing cards. We've got the White Light Oracle. Now, Jack, if you don't have this one, you might want to get this one. It's beautiful to journal with. It's the White Light by Alana Fairchild. This one might be an Alana Fairchild's also, I'm not sure. And then we've got also the Zebu Angel language coming in through here. So let's see what's going on. Let's start with the simple message, and I'm going to go a little bit deeper. Hang on. Can she see these well enough? Is this getting recorded well enough? I don't know if the other things are in the way
That's
or not.
pretty good.
Okay.
I don't, but I'll definitely get it.
All right. We've got Joyful Muse, Eyes of the Eagle, the Dust Devil upside down, and the Empty Well, and in the hand. We've got Inspiration, Rising Above. We've got Moving Out of Stagnation, as this is to do with your mother, as this is to do with old energy, narcissistic patterns, families. There's a lot of us that are starting to understand and learn more about narcissistic family dynamics and the dynamics that happen within this. And it's there for a reason. There's something that needs to shift and grow from that changes from that. The empty well, time to replenish, they aren't going to come and fill your well for you. They never will. They never have. They aren't going to. Don't look for them to put water in your well. That is your job. That's your responsibility. And when you look for others to nourish, some people are really great at that. Some people are helpful. But when you look to somebody that doesn't even know how because their well has been dry for years, you can't expect them to spare a drop of water for you. They won't be able to do it. It's beyond their capacity. So, pity the fool. Yeah. It's not a kind... pity the fool. They're the fool. They don't know how to do different. Don't expect them to do different. It'd be like, you need to have an expectation that's realistic. If somebody is going to be that way until the day they die, you can either enjoy them as they are or take the space, but they aren't going to be likely to change. So you're just going to have to realize that their curriculum is different. And if you would like them to be better people, you're going to probably be disappointed by some if their well is always dry. And it's not your job to prop them up either. In the hand, the universe is your partner. This is huge. The eyes of the eagle. You're learning to see through a different lens. Now, this is one deck in this card that just throws me because it seems to not fit with the rest. And I think it's kind of the point. Will you show her this? The rest of the deck is a little bit more serious, but there needs to be more joyful noise coming through. There needs to be more happy coming through. Your energy, your spirit needs to bring more light. So it means don't take everything so serious all the time. Say you got the worst, crappiest childhood ever. Say you got more than your share of hard knocks, right? Doesn't mean it has to define who you are for the rest of your life. It's up to you to choose how you want to pull the pieces from there that are useful to you and leave the rest behind and move forward, making something different out of this. Okay. To here, healing lesson. As if we didn't already have that. Okay. So we are getting pay attention to the signs. This is you traveling alone. Think hermit in tarot land. You know that well enough. But look at her. Beautiful, beautiful. And on her own for a very strong reason. If you're doing work of generational breakthrough or breaking the curses or generational wounding, you're going to feel on your own. But you came through to do this. It's like, how did I land in this family? Yeah, you're here to do this. The sadness is, of course, going to be there and felt deeply because you need to be the one that feels that it's out of alignment, misaligned, and screwball to continue in this pattern. If you're going to break the pattern, break the chain, you have to be able to feel the sad, to recognize that, yeah, something is awry here. And then look at this wildness that comes through. She has the lantern also, but look, she's safe, she's secure, she's got a fieriness to her. Look at how these two compare. There's a wildness in your nature that needs honored. The joyful music needs honored. There's a lifting of your horizon line that needs done. So the people that would keep you small, you aren't going to continue much association with, be they family or friend. If you've outgrown them, you've outgrown them. People that keep you small, you cannot continue to be around. It just won't work for you. The sadness will be overcome by paying attention to signs and by honoring the wild. Now, what else is going on?
That makes a lot of sense. More play and not being serious. I felt blocked creatively in biz. Also, thinking about traveling to Iceland in December.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That could be gorgeous. Wow. Okay. Yeah, the playfulness needs to be there. We've got the Theta Venus and the Alpha of the Alcyone. Ivory wish-fulfilling crow. I'd go to Iceland. Now, this is something about something that's already running through your veins. You're already wired to do this. This is bringing forward a dream state, a passionate dream state. You're going to have more lucid dreaming coming through to you. And then the ivory wish-fulfilling crow. Look for the white animals. Again, look for the white animals that come through. They're going to be interesting. The guides come through, and a lot of us will be seeing white animals come through. Many of us know the legend of White Buffalo Woman, but if the animals come through in white when they aren't usually colored in white, you need to pay attention to this. When you're getting a white crow, a white raven, so to speak, it's a different sign for you. The bird is different. There's a purification thing going through because you're letting go of something toxic that doesn't serve, that keeps you heavy. You're shaking that off. It's like if a bird flew through a dust or debris storm and had debris on its wings, it needs to shake it off. And once it shakes all of that off, what's left is the purity that remains, the essence that is there remains. Very, very interesting. It's like you're authentic. Purity isn't the right word. The authenticity, the authentic, the essence is the right, correct word. If you are meant to be visionary, you have to see past what the situation is that you were in. The skill set that you have, that you're offering, that you bring forward in a different kind of way, is going to be different than what you perhaps were born into, but it is something that is exactly right for what your life curriculum is right now, going forward.
just trying to let go of lack mindset and book the trip officially. She just wants to get away to reset.
You do it. I would totally do it. The lack mindset's always going to be there, but the experience or the spiritual experiences of growth and change that come forward for you are going to be important for you. So there's nothing in this that says don't do it. There's nothing in this that says be frugal. There's not that energy of, oh yeah, wait and put this off for later coming through at all. No, it feels like that's a good thing. It feels like, yeah, this is sometimes for you, getting out of your geography and going to somewhere else allows you to connect to the sacred in a way that's a little bit different, because you're seeing different things and you're getting out of your own energetic debris field to explore something new. And because you're putting this down and you can't attend to the regular daily grind, then you're more open and more receptive. I would definitely do it. Now, I'm not running your budget. I'm just a bossy old cow here on the internet, but give me a break. If you're getting this nudge to do this, and you clearly are, I'd do it. All right, what else do we got here? Awakening Haku. This is gorgeous. It says, I open my heart and soul to awaken the mysteries of life. Yeah. Then we have willingness, and it's Tatina. And it's, I step forward with certainty to take action of loving guidance I receive. And then we have the peacekeeper, Hana. I demonstrate daily reminder that peace is the way. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we're doing this in this way. I need to see this way, and then I'll flip them. Flipping it. Flipping it. You're going back a little. This awakening is taking it's making you go back in order to go forward. There's something that needs to be revisited and released in order to go forward. There needs to be a willingness to do this. This is like the passageway that comes through. This very much looks like in this deck there's one that is the passageway, and it goes passageway that's coming through. Yes, like this, like a door with a hinge on the door. Both of these need to be in alignment in order for you to get through either side. But they're like this, and they're hinged. The roadblock is hinged. There's two sides that are hinged together, and they need to come to this. They need to come to agreement, or they need to come to a singularity in order for you to get around either side. I don't know what that's about. The passageway is blocked by this hinged door, like a shutter, like a hinge, like a blind. Yeah. Peacekeeper. What are we doing here? When you say things that are truth things and they don't want to hear the truth, they don't treat you as peacekeeper, they treat you as troublemaker. You're not troublemaker to state the truth that you want to bring forward. Stand your ground. Don't be in contention. If they can't get it, they can't get it. Stand your ground. The key to tightening the truth is owning it, standing your ground, and knowing your own authentic self better and more importantly than you know anything that is the parameters that they've set for who you were supposed to be according to their box version of you. This one's important for you. Show her this one again. This one's important for you. Stand your ground. The key is to stand your ground. The tightening of your own self, where you're holding fast and holding true to your own authentic self.
I think I'm starting drama, which is not my intent. I'm starting drama.
Yeah. Sometimes people aren't ready to hear different ideas, different concepts, and you might grow before them, and it might take them years to catch up or years to be ready to hear this. Like, one of my sisters, I was talking to her about different things to do with narcissism and that kind of thing. And I said something, and it was a word, and it was kind of a jargony word. And she said, "You mean you already knew about this? Why didn't you tell me?" And I'm like, I've been trying to tell her something like this for years. So it was like, I have been telling you. Sometimes people aren't ready to hear. They're not capable of hearing. So if this is the case, you've spoken your truth. You don't need to repeat it over and over and over. You need to stand in it. You need to be in it. And if you need to be away from those who would not be capable of understanding right now, which it would only create drama or contention for, When they are ready to learn, then the lesson will appear for them. If they're not ready, they're not ready. That's not a problem. It's not you creating drama. Just step back, step in your own power, step in your own truth. There we're going. Hang on. Okay. The field is expansive for you. There is a spiral path. I'm being given to draw it in light language and then give it to you. I'm drawing the activation. I can't speak the activation. I want to be able to tell it to you in English. Give me a second. Yes. Okay. What it is, and you should be doing this, where you draw the spiral. If you think of a round, it would hold a stone, like a round circular stone, or a T-ball would hold this spiral round. Think of the spiral going rounder, wider, and then back up towards the circle. It creates this spring that has expansion and flex, but also protects the core of something very tight. It protects the core of the essence of the stone. To walk the spiral path in itself is its own protection. The path that you walk is a protection for your core essence. Yes, hold it good, hold it well, hold it tightly. Look for this also. Think about a globe style, but it's a spiral that creates this globe and then comes back. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but you'll see it, you'll recognize. And think of that imagery as the path that you are walking round, right? And it's a protective way of walking. It feels long, it feels a little bit tedious and painful. It's a protective way of protecting the core of who you are and the core of what your work is here. So don't be upset by this. Don't let it break your heart too much that some people are clueless. You're here to do your own work. Your mission is intact. And just because you have a different kind of path to walk, that's okay. They might not ever understand the lessons or the value of the spiral path, but what I'm getting is this expansiveness. When you have walked the spiral path, it can expand and allow others to do what they need to do, and then it can contract. And it's a protective thing. It's a protective thing. It's like if you were to think of your biofield being able to do this, and you know when sometimes our biofield is a little more permeable than others, yeah, this is what's going on for you. I'm getting asini adu rakanasihi. Asini adu rakanasihi. Onto hehe. Onto hehe. Asini adu. Esafe. Onto ahe. Leave the heaviness of the day. The daily is so heavy, it needs left. You need to be able to allow yourself to rise, go in the different path, go in the different direction. Go in the different path, go in the higher path, in the different direction. It's the spiral path that you must walk. That's complete. That's what I've got. Hopefully that makes sense to you. That's gorgeous. It's difficult, but it's so gorgeous. And you're not wrong. You're not creating trouble. You're not trying to be a pain in anybody's ass. You're just being you, learning and doing what your thing is. Allow them the space that they need and allow yourself the ability to grow. And the New Zealand trip sounds like a really genius idea. That's what I got.
Just got major chills.
Yeah. You're gonna be fine. You haven't gone off. And I'm gonna be looking for that very thing. If I see that object, whether it's a T-ball holder or a stone cage jewelry holder, I don't know what it is, but if I see it and if I can find it, I will order it so I can show you guys, because it's the perfect illustration for you specifically, but for many of us when we're walking the spiral path, we think of it in flat terms or we think in linear terms, and it's more expansive. Okay.
My guides told me to go 4 days ago, and I'm going to book it today.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. And it is a thing of bravery to do, because sometimes it's hard and we're like, this is going to be expensive. We know what our comfort zone is and we know where it's going to be pushed. But it feels like that's going to be really a good thing for you. And that white crow animal thing that came through on that, important.
What is the name of the oracle deck you recommend?
It is the white light. And there's, on YouTube, there is the white light frequencies, and you can listen to, sound healing, sound therapy. You know this. I know you do, Jack. Look for the white light frequencies from Alana Fairchild, and the deck is of the same name. And it looks like this. There's a lot of this. There's a lot of white color going on in here. Show her how gorgeous that is up in. It's prettier in person. Yeah. So, and it might not be that every frequency is what you need, but this is like just gorgeous. Let's see if I can find it.
Got it.
Like, here's one. gorgeous, gorgeous. So yeah, and those frequencies might be helpful, and it might be like, okay, I need 30 seconds of this, I need a minute of this, or I could use an hour of this. You'll know. Yeah. Okay.
Woo, okay, Edge.
Yeah, that was great. Love it. Love it, love it. All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. You are so welcome. All right.
Amazing as always.
Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you.
Okay,
right.
we have Brandy up next.
Okay, Brandy.
She's a full read.
Mm-hmm.
What is the universe trying to show me, or just what I need to know? I feel so disconnected lately.
What you're being shown is a mystery. Like, as soon as Phil said your name, I got detective, I got Pope Tarot, and I got Matlock. So what you're trying to do is play detective right now. And for you, that's the right path. For you, you're supposed to be investigating many things, many different areas right now. The universe wants you to understand how to unfold the mystery, not just how to solve it, but how to unfold and enjoy the mystery. Yeah, there's something about the mystery trying to unfold for you. And it needs to be earthy. We're in Pope land here. We're not in white light, blah, blah, blah. We're not in that mode. We're in the muck, all right? We're in the muddy, earthy 3D. The universe is going to show you things in 3D because that lesson will resonate. We ask for signs in 3D, whether they're rocks or whether they're whatever. It's not like usually angels pop out of the sky and trumpet a horn only for us to hear. We're going to ask for things that are signs. We're going to ask for signs what the angels are trying to show you and tell you. We're doing it. We're doing it right now. Get a pen. Does she have a pen? Give her a chance to let me know if she's got a pen. We're recording this, but you're going to want a pen because some of what you will write will make more sense than some of what I will speak.
She's getting one.
Okay. Wild. Yeah, it's not usually that I'm that bossy, but boy. Okay. Yeah, really, really. I'm getting very noir energy, very Dick Tracy energy, very, very detective type energy. It's like crime solver energy that you're solving some of the crimes of the heart you're meant to solve. So when you are meant to solve something, you're also meant to reframe and see from a different lens. So, okay, you let me know when she's ready.
Yeah, I'm recording, Kim. Yep. Got it.
Okay. Brandy, this one's for you. All right. Let's see what we've got. What are the signs? And I'm getting pairs, pairs, pairs. You won't get things in threes. You'll get pair, pair, pair. So you're going to get 3 pairs. I really don't like when it's this cheesy, but it's this cheesy for a reason. 3 pairs for the repair is what I'm getting. So, you know, when you hear cheesy phrases like in it to win it and it's just obnoxiously sing-song rhyming, 3 pairs to repair is what I'm getting for you. We've got the 10 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles, a little bit of disappointment. I'm working hard. The 10 of Cups, what are we looking for here? You're looking for black yarn. I'm getting Baba Black Sheep. Have you any wool? Yes or yes for 3 bags full. You're getting black yarn. Something that's coming through as black yarn. You're going to be disappointed, and then after that disappointment or after whatever it is, you're looking for something that's going to evidence as black yarn, black wool kind of thing. Black sheep, but black, it's feeling more literal than that. Getting something of the, wow, this is really an interesting, we're getting 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3, 4, shut the door, 5, 6, pick up sticks. This will be the 6th one. This is the sticks. You're going to look for sticks. Pick up sticks, pick up sticks. 5 of Wands comes through as contentious. 5 of Wands comes through. It's like all of them doing the piñata party and they're like hitting the beehive. All of this is 6, 6, 6. I'm not ready for all of this yet. Okay. 5, 6, pick up sticks. And I'm showing you these now, but we'll get some clarification on those in a minute. What else is coming in on this side? Signs for Brandy. You like You like the scavenger hunt. You like the hunt. You like the detective mystery. It's why it's not going to be spelled out clearly. You are going to have to seek, and you're going to have to seek these 3D things. You are on this detective mystery to solve the crimes of the heart, solve some of these woundings of the heart from your past. And as soon as you start believing that you can solve this or reframe it, you'll be able to do this. This wants to come out in a 3. Very, very aggressiveness created the 4 of Swords injury, and the Page of Wands need to be there.
She put, I'm feeling like the black sheep lately in the family.
Okay, I'm getting unusual references, but you'll get why. It never was about Bo or Luke. It never was about them. This is a very Dukes of Hazzard looking card to me. It was always about Daisy Duke. She's the one that left the impression the most. This is, you need to be the Daisy. That's what I'm getting. And I would literally look for anything flowers and anything like daisies. You need to be the Daisy. Remember Daisy Duke. It's not about the aggression of the Hot Wheels car or the General Lee or whatever the fuck it is. It's about Daisy. She had much more power than anybody else in the whole damn show of that. It's an older reference. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And then the 4 of Swords. The retreat and the rest that's important. You are more than well armored. You don't just have one sword. You have all 4 and you hang them on your walls as if you've been in the battle and victory. Now, if you see the 5 of Swords, you see adding insult to injury and the guy walks away with 3 swords. This is like you could nail these swords to the wall, and all of these you've earned in different battles. So what I'm getting is the daisies. I'm getting something about 4 and the daisies coming through. Look for any of this. You've gotten enough information from this. The reference to the Dukes, the reference to Bo and Luke didn't have the power, but Daisy did. Daisy had the power. Look for the daisies. Look for where you're going to see Hot Wheel cars and daisies, and look for where there might be 4 of something. This was supposed to come in as 2, but it came in too powerful. These, okay? The sticks, we're not ready for them yet. Okay? Don't underestimate what it is you see, what it is you're observing. Write it down, write it down. It may not make sense at first. You need to Harriet the Spy this shit. So you need yourself a little bit of the notepad, a steno pad, not a regular notepad is too big for you. Like the regular 3-ring or take it to school type of notepad, too big. Get a small notebook, maybe slightly bigger than a deck of cards notebook. You need to Harriet the Spy some shit. You're on the Harriet the Spy adventure from now and through New Year's. Wild. Yeah, you're the Harriet. Yeah, absolutely you are. You need the adventure to discover something that is covered and submerged and deep and is secret, and you need to be able to uncover it. You need the adventure for a while so you can plan and have strategy and wisdom. This is what you're doing. You're plowing through something in order to gain the wisdom, in order to have that coming through. Okay. These are over here. These are over here. You're going to be juggling for a minute. Nobody juggles with just one orange. Don't know what that's about. I would watch for this. Nobody juggles with just one orange. I don't know what the fuck that's about. You got the juggle, you got the strife, and nobody juggles with just one orange. So don't be so hyper-focused that you've got one orange and you aren't learning strength or learning balance or learning how to have a little bit more of that temperance and the transmuting energy. You can't transmute with just one component. One component isn't enough. There needs to be other things that you are juggling, moving in, moving around, playing with. What is that? Okay, there's these, they look like cloisonne art earrings, but they're on these balls. I don't know what they are, but they tinkle, they jingle, they make a sound. And there's like 2 small ones. It's like a stress relief, better for carpal tunnel. It's like 2, yeah, it's as if you were to juggle those balls and they would be small enough. You should pick some of those up. Yeah, you need, it's gonna give you a fidget that will drop your mind into a place and space where you're not focusing on what you want to pick up. So because you're distracted just enough, you open up a space in your brain for downloads to come through. So you need to get 2 of those, whatever those, I don't know. Kim, do you know what those are? Do you know what I'm talking about? I hope you guys know. They're like cloisonne earrings look that way. They're usually very decorative and pretty. They're Toy Story frou-frou. But the meditation balls is what they are. I don't know how to call that anything different. Okay, that's what I'm getting on that. All right. Now this one came over and it came flipped, and this is to do with this. So let's take a look here. Haha, well done, yes. Letting go of something old that feels like the loss, and haha, yes. If somebody thinks they're supposed to be a tennis player and they're actually meant to be a swordsman, that's the difference. Not everybody is meant to be the tennis player. They're meant to be the swordsman. You're meant to be the detective. You're meant to be the truth seeker, finding truth in the unusual circumstance. And sometimes you're bummed because you think, oh, I'm supposed to be this goofy tennis player. Like I'm getting shades of Chris Everett off this. Now that is old. I don't know how I'm getting Chris Everett as the reference, but that's what I'm getting. Haha, you're actually somebody that does fencing. You're actually somebody that goes picking up all the swords. Again, look at the swords that were on the wall here. Haha, of course, now you know. So for you, you're picking up sticks. Whenever you see sticks that are thrown and crossed, like, you know, when I see crossbones, if you see more than 3 sticks crossed, you need to pick up one of them. It's something that you will do, and it will help you. And I'd do it for the next month or so. You don't have to do it forever. But when you see it, and if they land, like you've seen the bones land when I do the bones reading, if they're landing crossed, pick up the sticks and bring them home. It's how you can do something that's a little bit different. It brings an element from the outside in.
I feel that in my bones.
High Priestess. This is how you do it. The High Priestess unveils the mystery. And what did I tell you before? You're like the detective. You're doing it in a different kind of way, but that's what's going on for you. This is how you're discovering signs and synchronicities. And for you, they came through. And not every reading do they come through. I mean, you've seen enough of my readings that you know they don't always come through that you're on the scavenger hunt for but you are, sweetie pie. You are. So whatever I've told you, I don't remember everything. I hope you wrote it down. This is going to be recorded, and it's going to be posted on the tube that isn't me, or the tube that isn't Phil, you know, XYZ, QRST. Yeah, that. So, okay. So being careful on that, but anything else she needs to know? First deck. It's a joyful enterprise. It's a joyful endeavor. You funny little one, you planned some of this for yourself because it's like, you know, when Christmas comes and it's fun to open the presents, it wouldn't be as fun if just all the presents were unwrapped under the tree. We like shaking the box. We like trying to guess what it is. We like trying to open the present. We like the wrappings. You knew that you would like things wrapped. You knew that you would like to be on the adventure of learning and discovery and curiosity. You knew this before you got here, and look at that joyful High Priestess. I mean, my hell. Anything else? 9 of Cups. It's your wish granted. That's what you wanted. You wanted this. This is exactly what it is. And if you have a certain detective mystery that you like, that's like the mind candy, whether it's Matlock or Agatha Raisin or I don't know, whatever it is, it would be fun for your brain to do this. It's great for your brain.
I've been feeling so disconnected and confused lately. I do need the adventure.
Yeah. You need the adventure, and you need a little bit of the mind candy too. So whether it's Murder, She Wrote or anything else, allow yourself to have a little bit of mind candy too. But the adventure is there. The signs will be there, and they'll be there in unusual ways. So yeah, that's what I've got for you. That's a wild ride, but it's exactly what you ordered. Sometimes we're so used to our everyday, we forget to create the fun. It's like you needed a scavenger hunt assignment, and you needed the divine scavenger hunt, and there you go. So yeah, I don't know where we started this read, but that's what it's in the mix. That's what we got. Yeah, gorgeous. I love it. Yeah, beautiful, fun.
Alicia put that's a fun read.
Yeah, it's a really fun read. It's like around the world and back again. A little bit different, but okay.
I need it badly. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Start hunting. Happy hunting.
And Glenn put Brandy catch the new Matlock. That's Angie's.
You're gonna love it. Oh my gosh, Kathy Bates, exquisite in it. She's doing great.
Yeah, every time I come home, it's like, we have a new Matlock. Oh, put it on. Put it on.
Yeah. So I like detective mysteries too, as you probably have already deduced. So yes. Okay.
Okay, Sandra, you're up next. Sandra, do you have a question, or do you want a year ahead? Let me know.
All right.
Brandy put, I'll check it out. I love a good mystery.
Yeah. And they will bring you joy. If you have not seen Acorn TV, is like you have to do it like Stars or BBC, or it's one of those that you have to subscribe to. But Acorn TV has Agatha Raisin, which is hilarious. So if you're into the mood for mind candy, it's got what's her name? She was on Ugly Betty. She was the blonde seamstress person, but it's got her as Agatha. Ashley Jensen, I think, is her name. Really fun. Really fun.
Kim put, I love Acorn.
Yeah, Agatha Raisin. I can put on in the background and she'll love it. So yeah.
Okay, so we haven't heard from Sandra.
Okay.
I don't know if she wants a mini read with a question or a year ahead.
Yeah, let me know. But I already know that she's in this one right now. Okay. What's she saying?
She hasn't said anything yet.
She doesn't have to. If you want to, you can, but we're going to go in and it's like aggressively. Hiya!
Oh, here we go. Will I get any of the jobs that I applied for? I don't know why it's not showing up. That's the question, probably. Why should not?
You have to go aggressive.
Yes.
I don't know what that's about. Fuck yeah. You got to make your voice heard, make your presence known, make your energy felt.
Somebody walking by stopped and looked. Jeez, man.
It's not my job to be there for them. I'm here for you right now. And what I'm getting is this really make yourself heard. Make your presence known. And damn the passersby. It's like that. It's not my job to worry about what he has to think. It's my job to get you your reading. And it's your job to get your presence known and felt by others. Now, let's see what's going on. What is the asset that you need to unearth that you have not unearthed yet? Ooh. Show her this. You're getting a break right now. In the bottom it says everybody needs a break. There is death and transformation, but you are having a moment in between. It is like you need to have your, again, a Kathy Bates reference, but a Tawanda moment. It is like you need to have this period of time. You know the movie Fried Green Tomatoes. You know the whole story. Revisiting that wouldn't hurt you one bit. There's something about this where you need to dust off some of this old expectation and create this new sense of adventure for self, even in job hunt, even in acquiring jobs, even in acquiring what it is you want to do again. That you need more of this, I don't want to do it again. You heard what you heard before, I'm not doing it again. But think about, okay, another sound reference. You need loud sound around you to get your bravery going. When Carol Burnett would tug her ear, that's her I love you, and it's a quiet reference of noise, right? She also did a classic Tarzan yell that was obnoxiously loud, which I won't do right now. But you need to hit some of that for the joy. You need to have some laughter. You need to watch a little bit of Three Stooges wouldn't hurt you either. To help crack the seriousness of something. To crack the shell. All right, what else going on regarding the job thing? You need to crack some of the pain off, some of that hardened shell off, so there can be more joy coming through, more softness coming through, more of the happy coming through needs to come through for you. And these are such serious texts. My God, how can I tell you this with these kinds of serious texts? Fate wants you to go for a different kind of adventure altogether. This is beautiful. Show her this. You're going to need to see all these cards, honey. You need to be on card duty. You need to break free from the traditional emperor energy, the traditional patriarchy energy, the traditional order of doing things, and you need to do it different. Do it different, sister. Way different. The Two of Cups is coming through. Very mermaid energy coming through. Look for like your mermaid twin, your wonder twin. Look for whatever this is, because this doesn't feel like romance. This feels like the mermaid twin of yourself. Your Zan and Jaina energy. That's another reference you can look. But you know what it is. Wonder twin powers, shape of a this, shape of a that. You know. It's like you're recreating something with a little bit more playful energy. Yeah, you need to break out the Zan and Jaina energy for sure. And Two of Pentacles, you're juggling something new and letting go. It's like this one is flinging off some of the old. And again, we're getting back to that reference of the hardened cocoon. The hardened cocoon that is cracking. It needs to be totally cracked. Now we're going in here. This deck is coming through very Tawanda. Very, very Tawanda. Phil doesn't know what that is, but we know what that is. Why, Iggy, you little bee charmer, you. Why, Iggy, you little bee charmer, you. Phil just gave me a look. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Yeah, it's definitely Tawanda, and it's all about Iggy. You gotta find the Iggy. You know what this is. If you know what this is, fried green tomatoes come through. Why, Iggy, you little bee charmer, you. Important for you. The magician. Iggy was the magician for sure. She knew how to get the honey. She knew how to charm the bees. She knew what to do in a crisis. This is something that needs to come through and needs to be allowed through. No, I don't have a fried green tomato stick. All right, now, I don't know who that girl is. I don't know her name, but she was totally enchanted by Iggy. In the end of the movie, you see, I think it's Jessica Tandy that's the Iggy in her older age. I think that's the thing. The secret is knowing some of that is always carried with us. I mean, you guys have heard me talk about our 10-year-old selves having the magic. The magician is right here, been here all along. The caterpillar has been the butterfly all along. It doesn't know it's a butterfly, but it's been the butterfly all along. It's been wired in there. You're very much sometimes like this. You're very much like lost in this space where you're thinking you're caterpillar. But really the butterfly wiring is in there. And you're in the cocoon breaking out of this heart chakra thing. The job thing you need to do is bring the radical, bring a little bit of obnoxiousness to it. Wow. Yeah. That, yeah. You need to bring that through. Probably scared the shit out of people. But, all right, you little old beach hummer, get on in there. That's the fucking truth if ever there was. That's the sort of truth as big as it gets, and you own it, baby. You own it and you have it. You've been carrying this 9 swords anxiety and stress, and you don't need 9 swords. You need one, and you need to wield it well, sharp, obnoxiously brave. You need your balls to drop, sister. You need to go and get what you want. You need to go after it hard. You deserve to have what you want. You deserve to have joy. And if you need to do a battle cry now and then, or do the Tarzan yell in your car before you go for the interviews, or before you go typing whatever it is you want to put on the resume and the information, you do it. But there is something very different in store for you. I mean, look at this. This is definitely that energy. It's very much. I'm going to be loud, so turn down your volume. It's going to be loud. Hey, hey, hey. That kind of loudness, that kind of energy, coming through with ferocity. You do not be timid about this. No way, motherfucker. You be brave, you be bold, you be ballsy. You let it go through big time, big time, big time. Big time. Put down the anxiety, put down the stress, put down the burden. Grab the sword and fight like a fucker. That's complete.
Jeez, Angie.
That is complete as it's going to get. I don't need a 15 bajillion cards for that, no. Not when it comes through like that. Sorry, guys. I tried to turn it down. Phil's like over there going like, oh my God, woman. What's going on? Yeah, that's what's going on. There's aggressiveness that needs to come through. I told you when I picked up the decks. God. And it's a delightful, joyful, happy, aggressive. Yeah. And if they call you crazy, let them call you crazy. If somebody walks by and thinks, what the fuck's going on there? Let them wonder for the rest of their damn natural life. We don't care. Yeah. Honor it. That's what I got. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's what I got. Yeah, because it's in you, and it's something that has been hidden for a while and doesn't need hidden at all. At all.
Chad, but what the hell? I'm awake. Universal rise, Hakuna Matata.
Exactly. When you want to call it forward and you want to call it powerfully forward, you do it. If you need to park your car somewhere and call it forward with your vocal, then do it. But you call back and call in and call forward and call up everything. You are not a little mousy mouse. No.
If I love you, girls, smile and make them wonder what you're up to.
That's right, exactly. Yeah. All right, a little bit of water necessary for me.
All right, our list is clear, Angie.
Okay, good. I need some water. Holy shit, guys! Wow. That was a wild one.
All right, you want to keep going? You want to try it again?
We can keep going for a minute. We're just let me have some water.
Sandra, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
You're
you
welcome.
so much.
You're welcome. You are welcome.
You need my beer. You need a beer. Glenn.
Something. I was not expecting, like, all the references that come in. I just get out of the way and let you guys know, but I'm telling you, sometimes it's like, what?
Yeah, we're up on the second floor, and I saw somebody walk by, like, look over their shoulder, like, what the hell is that?
Yeah. Well, hey, maybe that's their sign. Give me a sign from the universe, and they hear this, like, crazy cry. So who knows? Who knows? That's what's going on.
You're the one who wanted the window open, too, earlier. Open the window. So
I was so hot. Before I even get working in here, guys, it gets hot. And this is not just menopause. This is like energy is happening. Energy exchange is happening. Yeah, I'm getting the nod from Gogs. Gogs is digging that. I told you he was like in the back 40 or whatever, like way back. He's like giving the nod. So, okay, all right.
Can put roar cry.
Yeah, yeah. So I think we're good. I don't know. What do you want to do?
Let's come back tonight.
Okay, I guess we'll come back
Come
tonight,
back for a Saturday night show. We haven't done a Saturday night show in a while.
I guess we'll do that. Yeah.
And why not? It's like
Why
I'm
not?
home. I don't go back on the road till Monday.
So okay, that's I guess what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll go have some lunch or something, and we will see whoever wants to join us a little later tonight. What time are we thinking?
I don't know. We can go a little earlier. We can go like 8 or something like that. We'll see. Somewhere around there.
We'll see. All right.
8 o'clock
So
Utah
if everything
time.
lines up accordingly, then we'll see you again tonight.
Kim put much love.
Mwah.
Thank you,
everybody.
Angie, Gogs, Lucy, Nell, and Mo. Thank you for sharing your wisdom.
Thank you,
and
everyone.
Philip, thank you, Chad.
Thank you. All right. We'll see you later tonight.
Have a great day, you too, Alicia.
See you guys.
See you in a bit.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. iPad.